As previously mentioned, K was the main character in the NES saga, and Ash was the main character for the Ash saga. And so Ko, who used to be the one and only King of Fighters, started to fade from our minds. According to the official character description of Ko-1, a clone of Ko, Ko and Yuri were not even planned to appear since the NES saga. In the case of Ko, he rescues mankind from Orochi in KOF 97 but gets captured by NES and becomes a test subject. He escapes from NES right away and attempts vengeance, but it was only a futile struggle by himself. With NES finished with him, they are not interested in Ko anymore. Ko continuously appears in the NES saga and sustains the storyline, but all he does is conflict with the Yuri without much relevance and importance to the story. And probably because of the lack of ideas for the story, even his lover Yuki appears out of nowhere. Not only the story, but in KOF 2002 and 2003, he becomes one of the weaker characters and has become a laughingstock among users with the nickname Koresh, which is Ko and Trash combined. Yuri, a rival of Ko, who possesses one of the 3 sacred artifacts, was rivaled only by Ko in terms of fame until the KOF 98, but even Yuri doesn't get much recognition after the Orochi saga. At least NES were interested in Ko's Kusanagi powers and researched them, but they were not interested in the Yasukani powers at all. He doesn't have one stable team until the end of NES saga, and in KOF 2001 he gets backstabbed, which is ironically a specialty of his own. These 2 characters almost become invisible in the Ash saga, and in 2003, they reappear as the 3 Sacred Artifacts team, but they just simply watch their teammate Chizuru being attacked. Yuri also gets trifled by Ash, and all Ko could do was just shake with anger. The KOF 11 ends with Ko being beaten up by Yuri gone insane, and Yuri himself loses his powers to Ash, becoming flameless. In KOF 13, where all teams are invited to take part, Ko angrily enters the tournament after being toyed around by Shroom and Romello, and Yuri is ridiculed by the Hakeshi ladies for losing his powers. Both Ko and Yuri have very good playable qualities in the game, but while the main character sacrifices his life to save mankind in the Dimensional Rift, Ko and Yuri haven't developed at all as they continue fighting until the end. The boss of KOF 99 Chrysalid means chrysalis in French, apparently symbolizing the start of NES saga and a boss that takes off his clothes after Rugul. As a clone of K, he has a similar appearance to Cool of the Fallen Angels, and is used as a one-time character even with his status in the NES. The boss, Clone Zero of 2000, is a clone of Original Zero, who is the sub-boss of 2001. So to tell the difference between the two, we add the prefix clone and original. Clone Zero's appearance is based on Han, a general of the land of Asura in Fist of the North Star. Actually, the designer wasn't happy with the result of Clone Zero, so he included a newly developed Original Zero in the game. This is why the Original Zero is much more charismatic than the former in appearance and has a loyal and deep heart unlike any other villain in the KOF series. The final boss of Nest, Ignis. The name is derived from the Latin word ignis, meaning fire. He's a handsome and young-looking male who is actually 56 years old, and this character concept was to adjust to the age of the voice actor. The actual final boss of the NES saga isn't Ignis, but an old man created by Ignis' illusion. This old man is Ness, the creator of Ness. Ness was originally planned to fight using a broadsword, but during the development of KOF 2001 with sponsorship from Eolith had continuously asked for a handsome and youthful boss to the designer in charge, which led to the design of Ignis. The final boss, Mukai, of the Ash saga, is a giant with a height of 2.31 meter, which is about 7.5 feet, even taller than Chang. He's designed with a petrifying boss in mind. However, his original design is said to have a hairstyle like Majin Buu and yellow light radiating from his body. The sub-boss Xion of KOF 11 was conceptually designed to be one of Ron's daughters in 2003, but it was rejected, and developers recycled this character to use Chinese martial arts. Developers also decided to change his gender to a male to startle and appeal to fans. Magaki is a boss designed to be an unappealing character, and is actually a reused concept of a character temporarily used in KOF 98. The final boss, Psyche of the Ash saga, is designed to be an annoying and loathsome character. His way of talking is derived from posts in Japan's community site, 2channel. He ridicules and disregards others and kills his loyal subordinate, Mukai, without hesitation, and his lines as he perishes show that the design intentions were met. The creation of KOF was actually a crossover between Fatal Fury and Art of Fighting, so Terry and Ryo were planned to be double protagonists. However, Ko is created in the process of adding an original character, and he makes his way up to the main protagonist. His original concept was a leader of a gang instead of a handsome high school fighter. His original name was Sho Kirishima, which appeared as a striker for Ko in KOF 2000. The Korean team was originally planned to include another prisoner with Chang and Choi, but circumstances have led to the addition of Kim. But because the concept of Kim, a hero since Fatal Fury, siding with prisoners was a little too strange, so he became a character obsessed with rehabilitation. Of these characters, Choi resembled Freddy from Freddy's Nightmare so much that his design was changed 1 month before the deadline, but he still had the Freddy outfit in the release video of KOF 14. The bosses originally planned for KOF 94 were Geese Howard and Wolfgang Krauser, but with their plan to create the mightiest and evilest boss character ever, they came up with Rugal Bernstein with the looks of Wolfgang and skills of Geese. These two characters actually appear in the ending of KOF 94's Fatal Fury team. In KOF 97, the one to turn into Orochi wasn't originally Chris, but Shingo Yabuki, but this was changed since the main characters were too much centered around Ko. In 97 and 98, Shingo takes up a special place in the selection menu, and Shingo is the only character with a critical hit system. It is said that in KOF 99, Shingo was again planned to be the boss who's brainwashed by Ness, but he was changed again. The KOF 2001 Ness team was supposed to include Diana instead of K for 9, but K for 9 was added in order to prevent another women fighters team, and you might all know what happened to him. The KOF series, with its innovative system of 3-on-3 matching, had its golden age until KOF 98. There was a new change to this system in the NES saga, the striker system. With this system, one more player is added to be a striker, but responses differed highly, leading many users to succeed after KOF 99. In KOF 2000, the striker system had developed even more with formation of another striker and striker combo systems. This caused mass problems such as lack of balance, unlimited combo, and bugs, giving the nickname the King of Strikers. But because this was the last KOF series with a label of SNK, Another and Maniac strikers were massively added to create a dream match for all SNK characters and revive the original goal of KOF. To introduce another strikers in KOF 2000 other than Rocky, Kang Bedel, and Sho Kirishima are Kim Ji-hoon, who's Chaebon-gae's another striker. He appeared on Garo, Mark of the Wolves of Fatal Fury. He's the son of Kim Ga-pon and a serious, diligent man with a strong sense of justice like his father. Kim Dong-hwan is the another striker of Chang, also a son of Kim Ga-pon and older brother to Jae-hoon. Unlike his brother, he's lazy despite his talents. Kim Soo-il is the another striker for Kim Ga-pon and is the protagonist of Kizuna Encounter. And as you can see, he's named after a Taekwondo martial artist, Hwang Soo-il, who's famous for being the motion capture model of Hwarang in the Tekken series. Yuri Sakazaki's another striker. Nekaruru is a famous character from the Samurai Shodown series. Hinako Shiju's another striker. Lily Khan is the sister of Billy Khan and has appeared in several Fatal Fury series, and has joined KOF Maximum Impact 2 as a hidden character. Ryo Sakazaki's another striker, Kairi, is the protagonist of the Last Blade series. King's another striker, King Lion, appears in the Savage Raid. Takuma Sakazaki's another striker, Gai Tendo, is the protagonist of Buruki-1 and joins the KOF 11 as a surprise for fans. Joe Higashi's another striker, Duck King, has first appeared as a semi-boss in Fatal Fury and becomes a playable character in KOF 11. Duck King was a potential candidate to join the KOF 97 in the vote to join the KOF from Fatal Fury, but lost the vote by Blue Mary by a small margin. From this point, Blue Mary was able to join all series until KOF 11, but Duck King remained in the background until then. The another striker for Athena is herself from the game Athena, and the one for Kensu is himself wearing his Psycho Soldier outfit. Shin Gensai's another striker, Bai Tang, has appeared in Real Bout Fatal Fury Special in Tang's stage. Bao's another striker, Kaoru Watabe, is a character that has appeared in the endings of the Psycho Soldier team in KOF 97, 98, and 99 as a fan of Athena who couldn't walk due to a disease, but could walk again by seeing the Psycho Soldier team and gaining courage. What a cliche. Vanessa's another striker, Helena Jeremy, is undoubtedly the famous character from Metal Slug. Ramon's another striker, Duke Edwards, is the protagonist from SNK's first beat-em-up games, Burning Fight. Shingo's another striker, cosplayer Coco, is designed as a female fan of Ko, but she can even use Ko's moves. Next to introduce the Maniac strikers. Che and Chang's Maniacs are Cool Che and Smart Chang. Ryo's Maniac, G-Mental, is a parody of V for Vendetta by DC Comics and was the mascot of Neo Geo. He was on the background of many SNK games, but got soon forgotten. Kasumi Toto's Maniac, Unknown, is only unknown by name, but is clearly Kasumi's father, Ryuhaku Toto, who has appeared in first volume of Art of Fighting and has become invisible. Lastly, Ramon's Maniacs, Neo and Geo, are the two protagonists of SNK's quiz series. After KOF 2001, you could choose your number of strikers, leading to more splendid and quicker gaming, but the entry barrier got even higher. The game returned to its 3-on-3 battles, deleting the striker system and adding a multi-shift system that allowed shifting between characters during battle, but was criticized by many that this wasn't KOF. As you can see from KOF 11, the numbering of years was abandoned and the series were numbered instead, which allowed more time to spare for development. The previous tag system was developed into Quick Shift, Saving Shift, and Guard Cancel Shift. KOF 12 was originally developed to be the final chapter of the Ash series, but was cancelled midway and changed to a dream match. There were many changes in the system, but the game changed as a whole with the illustration and the in-game graphics. This caused a few characters to lose a bunch of skills and became weaker. There were few characters and users found it difficult to adjust to the new graphics. However, this gave rise to KOF 13, which shows a great evolution in graphics. The game system was made easier and a new desperation move called Neomax has left a great impact. The stories that were almost horrible before was made right by this series and was supported well enough with the animations, and the sounds did more than enough for the game. The 13th series was actually praised greatly by users, and by September 2014, the game was sold over 600,000 copies worldwide and surpassed KOF 95 in sales that had the highest sales ratings. However, SNK suddenly recruits 3D designers in its homepage, and a video clip is released to the public in the 2015 Tokyo Game Show. Worldwide KOF fans that looked forward to the new series were enraged and despair. This, of course, was subject to parodies and mocking, with opinions that KOF should return to its 13th series. The first 3 trailers shocked users into agony, but future trailers have shown improvements. Finally, KOF 14 has been released in August 23, 2016 in the midst of anticipation and concern. And there have been varying opinions, but there are many opinions that say that the game has been made better than what they had expected. There are big and small problems to the KOF 14, such as the mass replacement of voice actors and graphics that don't follow the time stream. But there are positive reviews with the unique advantages of KOF 14, such as 50 playable characters and a new style of multiplayer system where 6 people can each control a character and have a team match. With the desire that the future series of KOF will continue its legacy with the 3D graphics, we will end this 22 stories of the King of Fighters. Thank you for watching this long series.